Man, if you've ever watched a T20 game flip from we'll see to holy hell, somebody stop these guys, then you already know exactly what the vibe was during the India vs South Africa first T20 of 2025. The whole night felt like it was on turbo mode, wild swings, huge hits, a collapse so dramatic it would make a Netflix writer jealous, and a comeback story starring Hardik Pandya that basically screamed, "Yeah, daddy's home." The stadium was buzzing from the jump, and by the time the match wrapped up, India had slapped South Africa with a 101-run beatdown that looked straight up personal. I mean, you don't just lose by 101 runs in a T20, unless the other side is playing like they've got lightning in their veins and you've got concrete in your shoes. India got pushed into batting first, which honestly didn't look like a great idea for the first few overs. The pitch had that weird early game spice, not chaotic, but just enough to make batters look like they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Shubman Gill walked in looking chill, stylish, all finesse as always, and then walked out almost immediately, because the South African bowlers came in hot. One good ball, one mistake, boom, Gill gone. The vibe in the stadium dipped just a little, like everyone went, hold up, this wasn't in the script. And when Suryakumar Yadav got knocked over soon after, it was like the crowd collectively rolled its eyes. Here we go again. You could practically hear people mumble. India was wobbling, man. Legs shaking. 3 down way too early. If this was a roller coaster, we hadn't even hit the first big climb yet. And then the stadium saw him, Hardik Pandya. The return. The swagger. The fresh haircut. The dude looking like he walked straight off a movie set, where he plays the guy who shows up at exactly the right moment to save the day. The fans were already loud, but the second he stepped out, you could feel that noise level rise, like the place suddenly remembered why it bought tickets. Hardik, who had been out with an injury, didn't come back just to warm the bench. No, he came in like he was auditioning for a role titled Destroyer of Worlds. From the moment he faced his first couple of balls, you could tell something was brewing. There was confidence, ease, that signature little bat twirl. He looked like a man who knew the night belonged to him. Tilak Varma and Axar Patel both played that solid, supportive friend role, the ones who keep you grounded while the superstar does his thing. Tilak's 26 wasn't flashy, but it kept the ship steady. Axar chipped in with 23, playing those gritty shots that won't make highlight reels but absolutely matter when everything else is shaky. But once they settled, once the platform was set, that's when Pandya decided to hit the go stupid button. Hardik unleashed shots that didn't just clear the field, they practically left orbit. You know those kinds of hits where the bowler immediately turns around, looks at the boundary like it personally betrayed him, and the crowd goes into instant earthquake mode? That was the vibe. He smashed boundaries like they owed him money. 4 sixes, 6 fours, and more swagger than a runway model. Every shot looked personal. Every hit felt like he was exorcising the frustration of months away from the game. A 59 off 28, that's not just a cameo, that's a declaration, a mission statement. Hardik basically told the cricket world, yeah, you thought I was done? Cute. So India wrapped up their innings at 175-6, which honestly felt way better than anyone expected after the shaky start. It wasn't some ridiculous 220-plus monster total, but it was crisp, competitive, and as we would soon find out, more than enough to break the spirit of an entire batting lineup. Now here's where the match flips from fun to what the hell just happened. South Africa came out to chase, and let me tell you, they did not come out looking confident. You ever see a team walk out like they already know they're in trouble? That was the energy. And India's bowlers smelled that fear like sharks picking up blood in the water. Jasprit Bumrah, the man, the myth, the bowling machine in human form, walked in like he was about to deliver a TED Talk on the topic. How to make professional batters question their career choices. He hit his lines like a sniper, fast, accurate, mean. He picked up wickets like a pro collecting awards, and to top it off, he notched his 100th T20I wicket. Dude basically clocked a milestone while ruining South Africa's batting lineup. The man doesn't bowl spells, he delivers judgment. Arshdeep Singh jumped in with that youthful fire, swinging the ball like he had cheat codes. Varun Chakravarthi spun the ball like he was bending physics, making batters dance like confused tourists. Axar Patel locked things down with that classic, "You think you can hit this?" Lal Nope style of bowling. Even Hardik chipped in with the ball, Because apparently he wasn't done tormenting South Africa. Wickets fell faster than Jenga pieces at a kid's birthday party. Top order collapsed. Middle order didn't exist. Lower order might as well have brought sleeping bags. The whole innings wasn't a chase, it was a slow, painful unraveling. South Africa didn't just lose wickets, they donated them. Before anyone even finished their popcorn, the scoreboard showed 74 all out in 12.3 overs. 74 in a T20 international. That's not a chase. That's a crisis. That's the kind of total that makes a coach stare at the ground for 30 minutes after the match, wondering where his life went wrong. India won by 101 runs. Let me repeat that. 101 runs in a format where teams regularly chase 200. That's not a win, that's a demolition. A message. A warning shot to the entire cricket world that India wasn't playing around. Hardik Pandya obviously walked off with player of the match. No debate, no doubt, no discussion needed. The man played like he owned the stadium. His batting changed the game. His bowling sealed it. His energy charged the whole team. The dude basically said, "Put some respect on my name." And everyone nodded like scared schoolkids. India's squad walked off the field glowing confident, united, buzzing with energy. The kind of vibe that says, yeah, we're just getting started. And honestly, they looked like a team that could take down anyone on any day. Their batting recovered from early hits. Their bowling executed a masterclass. Their fielding was sharp, alert, hungry. South Africa, on the other hand, well, let's just say the locker room must have been quiet enough to hear a fly sneeze. A collapse like that doesn't just ruin your night, it bruises your ego, dents your confidence, and gives your analysts extra homework. But for the fans? Oh man, the fans got a show. Fireworks, drama, comebacks, collapse, noise, swagger, a full-on cinematic cricket evening. Hardik Pandya's return alone was worth the price of admission, and the rest of the match just piled on layer after layer of entertainment. India didn't just win, they announced themselves, loudly, with the swagger of a team that knows exactly who they are: dangerous, skilled, deep, and absolutely ruthless when the moment calls for it. If this was just the first match of the series, then buckle up. Because if India keeps playing like this, the rest of the games might look less like competition and more like highlights reels waiting to happen.